Hello, you are welcome again to the science class. We didn't meet last week because of the end of month assessment test. So we'll take a quick revision of what we did before we wrote the end of month examination. We talked about plants, and then we also looked at basic parts of plants. Then also we talked about uses of plants, and we also talked about types of plants and their sizes. The recorded version is still there, so you can still go back and listen to it once again. Meanwhile, today we'll be looking at another top topic under living and non-living things, that is animals. We are going to talk about animals today. And when we talk about animals, firstly, there are a lot of animals that God created that we see in the environment. Some live in water, others live on the land. We have domestic and wild animals. Some are our animal friends and we call them pets, which we all see around in our environment all the time. Now, we will also look at basic groups of animals and their examples. Animals have been put into several groups, and here we have group of insects. And insects are tiny animals with 3 pair of legs, wings, and some can fly as well. Examples, we have ants, bees, etc. And then we also have another group of birds. Another group of animals we have are birds. And birds, they have feathers, they have wings, they have beak on their body. They can also fly. Examples of such animals, we have hen, parrots, and many more that you can mention. Then we'll go to the next group. The next group is the group of mammals. They include human beings because we share most common features with them. They have 4 legs, they give birth to their kinds, and the example of such animals are cows, goats, etc. Then we move on to the next one that we have fish or fishes. They have fins to move and gills to breathe. They also live in water. They live in water. And we also have the group of reptiles. Reptiles. So we have the group of reptiles who are also cold-blooded animals, and some also live in water. We have some examples like the turtle, the snakes. They have scales on them. Some of them are also dangerous and poisonous animals. Now, let's move on to the next picture, and we will look at different kinds of animals. There are different types of animals that we see around. This is just a cross section of some of them. And we can see on our screens we have tiger, we have elephant, which is a mammal, we have ant, which is an insect, we have shark, which is a type of fish, and so on. Now, as we bring our lesson to a close, we want to look at uses of animal. Before we bring our lesson to a close, let's look at the uses of animal. Animals serve as source of food. Animals serve as source of food. Example, we have meat, egg, milk. We get all these products from animal. We also use some animals for transportation. Transportation means if you want to travel from one place to the other, you can use animals to do so. An animal like the donkey or the camel, the animals that people travel with a lot. Now, some animals are also used for sports. Yes, animal like the horse is used for sports. You can have fun with it. People go for race with it, and the camel too. Then some animals are also used for plowing the land for farming. In some areas, you have animals like the horses, the buffalo, that they will tie a plow behind it and they will use it to what? Plow the farm, so that farmers can also cultivate their crops on it. And also, we wrap up today's lesson. The lesson was about animals, and we discussed wild and domestic animals. Animals, basic group of animals, and then uses of animals. So you have to go back and listen to the lesson once again for a clearer understanding. And those of you who took part, or those of you who attempted the end of month test, you did so well. Most of you did so well. And those who couldn't attempt, you still have another chance, or you have chances to go and what? Attempt it. Try and attempt them, okay? It's also a form of learning, that you know whether you are getting what the teacher is teaching. Okay, be good boys and girls. Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.
You pamper them so much.